Alrighty, well, welcome to the July intuitive call. Yeah, there's been a lot going on. I just relocated for the summer, so I'm still gathering things, microphones and backgrounds and stuff. But anyway, here we are. And so this month was interesting. Actually, I've been doing the monthly readings for like 19 years now, something like that. And I actually forgot to do it this month. So that kind of gives you an idea of where I'm at right now. I was coming and going and packing and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, I finally sat down and got the reading done, which I always look forward to. And so the first word that came to me when I started the reading was resolution. And by that, I think what was meant was that this month is about resolving issues, resolving things that have been unresolved. And so, the opportunity this month is to look into your life and see what needs resolving. Another way that I talked about that in the reading is what's out of alignment. There's a way that on the inside that we know we want to be living, and then there's a way that we're actually living. Are those two things lined up? Are the things that we want, the things that we long for and desire? Are we manifesting those things, or are we tolerating something else? So this month is very much about things that are unresolved, things that are out of alignment, and bringing those things together. So the energies that we're going to need to call on this month that I got were determination, commitment, and then finally the word grit came through. And that's not a word that we talk about, that we use very much, I don't think, these days, but I think about that old John Wayne movie. I'm really dating myself, but that old John Wayne movie, True Grit, and that's what I kind of like. That was sort of the energy that I'm feeling that we're going to need this month is some real grit to be able to sort of dig into what's out of alignment, what we need to resolve. And I think sometimes there's just little things that we need, like a little speed bump, but I think whatever we're being encouraged to look at this month is these are the bigger issues in our lives, the like main topics that we've been thinking about, we've been mulling over, maybe something that we're longing for, something we want to change, something that needs to change, that we've just been, like I said, tolerating. But really it's about digging in. And I think for me, when I'm thinking about my finances, I'm thinking about my business, I'm thinking about some things like that just lately have started to feel like they're out of balance, out of whack. And I watch Minnow Pond Tarot, and he talks about, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the effort that you're putting into it worth what you're getting out of it? And so, these are the kinds of things. So like for me, looking at my business, looking at my finances, all that stuff, I'm really wanting to take an honest look at this. And, these are sometimes we don't want to be honest about it. It's like, no, I like doing this. I don't want to change anything, but is it working? Is the way that we're doing it, or does something need to change? So this is about being really honest with ourselves, taking an honest look. And that's where the grit and the commitment and the determination come from, because a lot of times we like to have the blinders on, or we like to have the rose-colored glasses on. We don't really, want to take that tough look at things that are going on in our life. But this month, I would say the opportunity is there. I don't feel like we're being muscled into anything that we don't want to do. But if we're ready to do that, or if we really know that we need to do that, then the energy is going to be there for that. And, I'm grateful for any support that I can get that's going to keep me on my path, keep me on track, keep me moving forward. So again, alignment is a really big factor this month. In the Shift System, my group coaching program, we talk about living an authentic life. And it's, are you, living on the outside, the life that you want to be living on the inside? That's authentic living, is when you get those two things aligned. And that's, I think, what we're the opportunity that we have, or the urge this month to do that and find some resolution with those. We may not get everything worked out this month, But at least if we have that resolution, we see clearly, then we can adjust, correct course, and move in the right direction. And I also mentioned in the reading that I feel like, we talk about these things a month at a time, but I feel like this is a much bigger part of it's a part of something much bigger. Last month, we were talking about the energy was helping us to ready our hearts for what we long for what we desire. And so this, I think, is just another step in that process. It's a course correction. It's, setting our course, coming into alignment. So it's just more of getting ready for whatever it is that, whatever direction we want to go. And it's funny because, I do a lot of newsletter emails and things like that. And I'm always talking about that big life that we want to be living. It's like, are you, living to your potential? Is this really, are you fulfilled in what you're doing? I'm always, sort of speaking to that. And I think, gosh, people probably get this and think, God, not everybody has time all the time to be thinking about this. I just want to make dinner and, have groceries and, take care of the kids or whatever it is. But I realized I cut myself some slack, and I thought, this is my job as a life coach. This is my job to keep prodding and poking and saying, come on, don't forget about this part of your life. We're here for a reason. We have the opportunity to live a life that only we can live. And so I think all of this energy for now, for the last few months, going forward a few months, is all about helping us to really fulfill that vision of who we want to be. So that's the energy for this month. Very exciting. And I hope that you find your true grit to really take an honest look and to correct your course as you see fit. So have a great month, and I'll see you next month.